Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to the episode 2 of being informed in real estate investments, that is making an informed real estate investments decision. It's a girl, Tochi from Professional Consult. So let us dive right into it. In my previous episode, that is episode 1, if you've not seen it, the link is going to be in the description. Kindly click it, or you can as well go to my channel and you're going to see it. So let's dive right into it. This episode is strictly on allowing you or enabling you to make an informed decision. Okay, it's about I've seen a property that I want to buy or that I may be interested in and that I can afford, whether outrightly or I'm spreading payments within a period of time. And I want to secure that property, but I want to make sure that that property is safe. I want to make sure that my money that is going into acquiring this property is not going to be lost, whether now or any time at all in the future. Today, I'm going to be explaining in details the concept of land acquisition in Nigeria. All right. During the General Olusegun Obasanjo's military regime, on the 29th of March 1978, a decree was made. It was named the Land Use Decree. Now, this decree, all it simply said in summary is that all lands belongs to government. Now, the governor of every state is in charge of the land of that state. Now, it was called the Land Use Decree until the handover of the civilian government to Alhaji Shagari, and it became an act. So right now we have the Land Use Act of 1978. As a result of this Land Use Act, land acquisition was classified into two in Nigeria. We have the Free Land Act and the Acquired Land. Free lands are lands that government has not shown any interest in whatsoever. They are mostly in areas designated as rural areas. These lands can be easily perfected. While acquired lands are lands that are designated in areas known as urban areas. And these lands are neither free nor committed until government says so. That's just a simple definition of these two lands. Under the acquired classification, there are two kinds. We have the global acquisition and the committed acquisition. Committed lands are lands that government already has a particular purpose mapped out to achieve on that land or with that land. Now, if you buy into these lands, your money is gone. There is no retrieval because the government cannot change their plan just because one particular person or some persons bought into this land. That is where you start hearing issues of demolition without compensation. The second kind of acquired land ownership is the global or general acquisition. This simply means that these lands are neither free nor committed until government says so. What this means is that government could come out tomorrow and say, oh, okay, we don't have need for this land for now. We can exercise it and sell. That is, give it to an individual, an organization, depending on who shows interest. Or government will come out tomorrow and say, okay, now we want to build a school here, or a hospital, or road, or bridge, or whatever is the use, or whatever they deem fit. If you want to buy into lands that are under global acquisition, all you just have to do is go through the government and the land will be excised to you. It will go through a process known as excision. Excision simply means to cut out a part from a whole. Okay, so a particular space of land and you want to buy a particular quantity out of it, and government is allowing you to do that. That process is known as excision. All right. Now, this excision is a process that leads to what we call gazette. Gazette simply means a book, a documentary book, where it will be recorded that this land was excised to so and so person or to so and so people. Okay. Now, gazette is a title. Gazette stands very solidly and strongly as a title. So when you see a land that has gazette, it is completely safe to buy. You need to do other searches we're going to go into that. But when it comes to land ownership and titling, Gazette is very good. These laws are not Lagos State laws. These are general laws that are applicable in Nigeria. So all you just have to do is to know your state specification and make sure to apply them. Now, what happens when after buying this land and government comes up one day to say, okay, now we have a purpose for it, or now we have a use for it? You're safe, provided you went through the proper process of excision and getting your cassette. You're very safe. What happens is that government is going to compensate you according to the current value of that land and whatever is sitting on that land as at that moment. It's in the Land Use Act of 1978. That is why you need to know what you're doing. You need to make informed decision and be safe. I remember one time when we were growing up, a family packed into our neighborhood, and in less than a few months, they bought a very large space of land. The father bought a very large space of land, built a family house, a bungalow. He built by the corner of the same compound, because the compound was quite large. By the corner of the same compound, he built single rooms and put it up for rent, which was occupied in less than weeks, just few weeks. And then he also opened a borehole, because I remember that was where we used to get water from. Packing into our neighborhood, he became obviously friends with our fathers and stuff. So they were talking, and one day I overheard my dad telling my mom that government took his land and compensated him. I didn't understand it then, but right now, being in the field of real estate and thinking back to that, I just randomly remembered him one time, and I said, oh, that must have been what happened. Our government had a need for that particular area, and all the people in that area was duly compensated, and that was why he got that amount of money, and he used it to better his life. And that land was actually passed over to him from his own father. Now, I don't know how his father acquired the land. It's probably inheritance, or he bought it when he bought it, but nevertheless, it was done properly. I'm sure so many of us have witnessed issues of demolition, properties being demolished and all that. It's a very sad situation. It is important that when we're doing any kind of real estate investment decision, it is important that that decision is an informed one. It's not just about, oh, this land is affordable, let me buy it, or oh, it's I can pay for it gradually, so it may not really shake me so much, let me pay for it. Initially, I was thinking it's something that, oh, you have to start going from one place to another, doing all manner of things, spending money. It's not even that. It's something that is so easy. It's either you do these things yourself, or you just have to make sure that the company that you're buying from has legacy, has integrity, is right. All right, and there are so many ways to know if this company is the right company. There are so many ways to know if this realtor is the right realtor. We're still going to go into that in our next episode. So I will really implore you to take these messages very seriously and to be informed in whatever that you're doing. If you have any question whatsoever, my number is displayed on the screen, and also at the description. You can give me a call. You can send me a DM on WhatsApp as well, and we can take it up from there. If there's also any kind of inquiry that you want to make on how to go about it, you can also contact me. I'm very much available for you. All right. So it's your girl Tochi from Professional Consult, and thank you so much for staying through to the end of this video. I'm going to hope that this informs you very well and helps you to make a better real estate decision. All right, see you in my next episode, and from now to then, please take care of yourself, stay safe out there, and protect yourself. Bye.